Hello, everyone. This is My Two Cents. Today, I'd like to talk about the recent controversy surrounding City University of New York professor Jessie Daniels, who recently claimed on Twitter that the white nuclear family promotes racism and white supremacy. Fox News reports, a City University of New York sociology professor reportedly said in a tweet storm last week that the white nuclear family promotes racism, prompting a backlash on social media. Jessie Daniels, described as an expert on the internet manifestations of racism on her CUNY page, infuriated social media users after reportedly saying that white families promote racism by default. The professor began her argument saying she learned that the white nuclear family is one of the most powerful forces supporting white supremacy, adding that families reproducing white children are part of the problem, as they facilitate white supremacy in the country, Campus Reform reported. I mean, if you're a white person who says they're engaged in dismantling white supremacy, but you're forming a white family, reproducing white children that you want the best for, how is that helping and not part of the problem? If you're white and forming a family with multiracial children, not dealing with your own racism or systematic white supremacy, how is that helping? Okay, so Professor Daniels, you're claiming that forming white families and reproducing white children, or multiracial children who happen to be part white, is part of this oh-so-dreaded problem of white supremacy that we have in America. I challenge you, as I have challenged every liberal like you before, please let me know exactly what rights a white person has that a non-white person does not have in America today. How exactly is institutionalized white supremacy holding non-whites back? I mean, more than 100 African Americans have been elected to Congress. We've had a black president. Black athletes dominate the NFL and other professional sports. Ivy League schools work tirelessly to accept black students. Honestly, if all this can be the situation America finds itself in and you still believe that white supremacy is holding people back, what will it take to convince you otherwise? Further, if white supremacy is such an ingrained problem, why do studies show that Asian Americans tend to outperform white students at every academic level, even if they come from significantly poorer families? Harvard Business Review reports that Asians outperform in education, employment, and income. This should not be the case if white supremacy is holding society back. But despite the fact that the claim of white supremacy being such an ingrained problem in America is demonstrably false, does Professor Daniels really understand what she's calling for? She didn't come right out and say it, but she does say she wants white families, white children, and white multiracial children to end, or at least that these things aren't helping to fix the problem. This all bears a striking similarity to the policies of notorious racist Margaret Sanger, who advocated for forced sterilization of undesirable people, in particular African Americans. Now Professor Daniels wants to do the same thing, just in reverse. She didn't explicitly call for forced sterilization, but that would be the logical next step if she's promoting the ideas that whites ought not be reproducing. I checked, and it turns out that Professor Daniels has a YouTube channel. It doesn't look like she's posted anything for 3 years, but she's got a lot of interesting stuff here. Here's a clip from one of her videos about fighting the urge to drink soda.
Hey there, Sue. What's got you so blue? Is anything the matter?
I did it again.
What? What did you do?
I went to the refrigerator and drank all the soda.
Soda. Why is that all?
Yes, I've been trying to not have any more because it's not healthy. But it tastes so good.
Yeah. So here's what I have to say. There is no ingrained white supremacy in America. If there was, Asians should be suffering just as bad as blacks, yet they aren't. Might there be a problem instead stemming from teaching young black children that they will never succeed just because they're black, and instead they need old white men like Bernie Sanders to steal from others so that they can have stuff? Further, saying that white people having children or multiracial children contributes to white supremacy is just plain stupid. If you support white genocide, at least have the balls to say it. Wake up, people. I don't care who you are or where you come from. Start taking responsibility for your own actions. You can't control what other people do, but you can control how hard you work and how you pursue your goals. If all you know how to do is play the victim, well, who are you going to blame once Professor Daniels gets her way and there are no more white people left to blame? Serious question. That's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. You can also hit the bell to ensure you're notified every time I upload a new video. Also, if you like my channel, please consider becoming a patron so I can ensure that I have the time and resources to keep putting out content. For just $1 a month, you'll receive a shout out at the end of every video and a link to one of your social media platforms in the description. Also, once I make it to $5 a month total, I'll release the lyric video to Social Justice Warriors, my parody song of The Warrior. You can also follow me on Twitter, Minds.com, VidMe, and WordPress. Uploads are every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so stay tuned for more videos.